Alright, so here's a few thoughts on a Friday afternoon about fighting and martial arts. And no, today I'm not using the funny voiceover, mainly because I don't want to. I had a great conversation the other day with my good friend and teacher, Belton Lubis. They were from Warrior Strength Martial Arts on the 2FMA Nerds Talk About Stuff podcast. And one of the points that was made was about abandoning one's previous martial art and more or less how that actually doesn't happen, because your movement is there, the expression of that movement is there because you've trained it, you've drilled it for hundreds of thousands of hours of repetitions. Now, the athletic capability may not be as skillful and dynamic as it was when you were in peak performance. That comes with age and just being out of practice. But as my friend Belton was saying, my coach Belton was saying, that you can't delete that skill necessarily from your experience and your accumulated attribute development. The movement's there. That one could say that is your style, your martial arts essence, your expression. But it may be out of practice, maybe a different part of your journey that you're not utilizing those skills as much and as often. Or you've had to adjust a few things because of life and circumstance. Like in my case, I stopped throwing a lot of kicks when I broke my leg, and especially when I had to deal with 4 major surgeries on my ankle and had to adjust how I move. So on top of all that, I gained a lot of weight. I'm about 60 pounds heavier than when I was fighting. And as a result of it, I don't do a lot of jumping, spinning kicks because landing sucks. Yeah, my knees and my ankles don't like it. Now, it still doesn't mean that the experience isn't there. It still doesn't mean that some of the movement skills aren't there. Albeit I am a little rusty and I've had to adjust my approach to stuff. And the same can be said about anybody else, about their desire to no longer participate in a particular martial arts style. It's just, as Belton put it, when you move, you see it, and you see those features there. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing, because it's just you. You can't delete your experiences. You can't remove all that myelination and all that skill development. And I don't think you really would want to, because it's part of you. It's what makes up you. And it helps create this beautiful tapestry that is the experience of your life and your martial arts journey. So if you're considering abandoning your art, just keep that in mind, that it's still part of you. It's not a bad experience, it's just part of you. And also, as always, remember that movement is life and medicine. Happy training.